Hey guys, this is the Daenerys Lewis. Welcome to the YouTube page. This is Words Worth Listening. The topic I'm going to touch base on today is going to be how to stop judging people, how to get over judging someone. I had a friend coming up to me recently. He was asking me, and his topic was, um, he recently just got in a relationship with a woman, and her past is bothering him for whatever the reason it's bothering him because he's only been with he's been with a lower a lower number of women. I think she's been with more guys. Whatever she lost her. I think the story was she lost her virginity to a friend of hers. So he said if he were to ever meet that person, how would it reflect? And he asked me how do I get over judging people? I'm a person. Those who know me, I don't judge anyone. I could care less to judge anyone. For whoever you are, who am I to judge for who you are? I don't. Even if I know my friends, I don't judge them. People change throughout time, so if I feel like I'm judging someone, it's me justification of how I met them and how they used to carry themselves. So I gradually mature up, and I have to adjust to a person because anything in life you have to adjust to change because change is all around us. Um, back in when I went to my first college in Iowa, I dated a girl for a year. And how I justify her is she's a great person, very funny, very witty, a little ditzy, but a great person. But she had more stories than I met her. She had more stories than the Bible, and what I say about that, she had more negative stories. She had more stories that were just told about her. They were so negative, just so foul, just everyone had nothing positive to say about her but I met her in a justification that I saw her as a positive person. So despite what people told me, despite what people warned me, despite what people said in general, I saw a really nice person in her and I dated her. So I kept her around. I kept her around for the time being of people just told me, oh, she's a whore, she's a slut, she's done this, she's done that, she's been with that person. And some of the people, I actually sat her down and questioned, hey, I'm starting to like you. I have emotions for you. Who were you before I met you? We all have a past. And we all live life with passes. Right now, we all have a past and there's a present. That's why if you ever heard life is filled with presents, and if you don't realize that life is a present, you're not living in the present. I mean, we're present in the present. But she had more savers in the Bible. She did. But you meet great people, despite what people say for anyone else. You're gonna meet great people through your justification. I met her and I was the happiest person in the world. Everyone's telling me blah 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 blah. Don't do. I'm walking around college with her, holding hands, doing the lovey-dovey stuff. I could care less what people are gonna stare at you in life, even if you have your shoes untied. People are always gonna look at you, always gonna have to justify something, always gonna have to judge. What you do for yourself is what's gonna get you out of that justification. People are always gonna judge another person. It's just in the human nature, unfortunately. I used to judge people. I used to actually consider people's criticism and try to change something about another person or myself, but without realizing that, hey, despite your 2 cents does not equal a dollar. It does not equal a quarter. It does not equal any value unless I give it value. So anyone who gives you negativity in life, give it back with positive. Give it back with positivity, because at the end of the day, anyone's comment that is negative, you're the only person who can give it value. And if you give it value, you're giving it value towards a negative reasoning. Because if you give anything value, you're going to try to justify it and try to change it rather than just accept it. She was a great person. For you to get over people, accept them for who they are, question them, get to know them, and justify them for who you want to know them as. Do you want to know them as the negative comments people are saying, or do you want to know them as the person that you currently want to know them as? You're going to meet a lot of people in the world. You're going to meet A lot of people. Simple. You're gonna go all these places. You're gonna meet all these hands. You're gonna meet a lot more faces. And if you start off judging them of who they were rather than who they are, you're not gonna go anywhere with that friendship, that relationship, or you're not gonna go anywhere in life. Because if you judge everyone off their past and not who they are currently or who they want to be in the future, you're not doing anything good for yourself. You're just dwelling in the past, and it's nothing positive about the past. I mean, for example, if we were to sit back and judge, if I were to sit back and judge the Caucasian race off their ancestors, off the and slavery they had over people of color, I wouldn't be living in the present. I wouldn't appreciate what Martin Luther King has done for us, what Rosa Parks has done for us, what any person in history has done to benefit the future. I wouldn't have justification for it. I wouldn't care because I'd be living in what the past had to offer. What the past did this. That person did this to our. You're gonna meet a lot of great people in the world if you don't judge them, because at the end of the day, shake their hand, appreciate them for who they are, and they're gonna appreciate you for accepting them rather than judge them like everyone else. We all want to be different in the world, and if you want to be different, do things differently. Don't judge people. There's no benefit out of judging someone. Get to know them, and don't judge them. Accept them. That's all I can say for people, and that's basically what I told him. Hey. Despite her past, she's with you currently. So, from what you want to do with this person, whatever you do now is going to affect the future that you want to build with her, or build in period. Don't live in the past, live in the present, and live in the future. Because at the end of the day, what you do now is going to affect your future, and what you want to do for yourself now will build what you want to do in the future. So, again, guys, this is Daenerys Lewis, touching base on how to not judge people. Simply, just accept. Because I was born brown. I'm born brown. There's nothing I can change about it. Shucks. I have a positive outlook on who I am and what I'm looking to do for myself. And you can't change anything about it. It's a part of life. Accept the person, and you're gonna have a great outlook, because I had a great relationship with her. It lasted. I ended it. Whatever the situation was with her. She had more stories in the Bible, but I appreciated her more than what most people could say for themselves. Leave a comment below, guys, on what people are always going to say. Leave a comment below in regards of how you've been judged, and who you've met, and who have you changed, whose perspective has changed through them actually getting to know you. So leave a comment below on your past experience of being judged and actually having people enjoy who you are due to the fact that they judged you over someone else's comments. So, again, this is Daenerys Lewis. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is Words Worth Listening. Topic I touched base on is how to stop judging people by just not doing it. Thank you guys for watching.